Hello again, my spooky lovelies, and welcome back to 100 Days of Halloween 2023. It's a hashtag created by Neva Mama Musings, and I wanted to first show you our monkey. At the time of this filming, I'm not reading any of the comments from the other videos, so I don't know all the names that you picked. So I will read those, and we will name this little guy. He's been nameless for so long. He needs a name. He's so darn cute. Oh, his hair is a mess. We got to bring him to the salon to get him done, but he's got the little magnetic feet. Anyway, we're going to put him on our tripod. And this time, I just wanted to, I don't have facts for you. I will be working on those, but I thought I would just start out with just a few of the Halloween-y kind of stuff that's in my house. And I thought I would share with you some of the paintings that I've done, and one that I'm working on, and I don't have a finished one yet because those are all gone to other people's homes. But here's one of my this is slate. My yard is filled with very heavy slate. So these are not things I'm going to be mailing out to people because this is very heavy. But this is some of the Halloween. This picture I did not create myself because I copied the idea from another painting, but that's one of them. And I clear coat them so they can actually go outside. And many of my slate paintings, these don't have them, but I put felt on the bottom, so if you're going to have them in your home and on your counter, you're not, scratching up your counter. And this is another painting that I did. I will say this artist, and it escapes me. At the moment, I didn't think to look it up. At the moment, I can't remember her name, but there's a specific artist that does this type of drawing, this doll, and I loved it so much that I did my own little version of it. So again, this is not an original out of my head. This is inspired by another artist, but that is also on very thick slate. And I just thought I'd share that with you. Isn't that cute? She's so adorable. And then the last thing is not finished, but I will show you where I'm at. So this is very messy. I've made several of these. This is going to be a tombstone with the grass, and there'll be other little tombstones, and then the burst of sun or moon behind it. If you put a light behind it, it should show through because this is black. So if you have a light behind this, this shows through. And what I do on these is I usually write R.I.P. Binks. And then I make a black cat with an arched back, a spooky cat. But like I said, I have painted several of these, all different, none of the same. And all of those have new homes. So I don't have one here that's finished. But during this 100 Days of Halloween 2023, I will finish this painting. And who knows? I might put it for a giveaway. You never know. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it. I'm keeping all of these videos under the 10-minute mark. We are only 3.5 minutes in, so what do I do? What do I say? Okay, I'm going to tell you when I was a kid, my very scary movie as a child was with Julie Harris. Oh my. Something on Haunted Hill? Haunted Hill? Not The Haunting. Or maybe it was The Haunting. The Haunting. Or The Haunting on Haunting Hill. No, that would be redundant. Anyway, it was a movie with Julie Harris, I believe was the main actress. And it was a bunch of people that had super, had skills, like telepathic or can pick up vibes and that kind of stuff. And they were all invited to a haunted mansion. And it was a black and white movie, obviously. It was I should have probably looked up this information. Maybe I'll bring it up again in another video just so I can give you the correct information. But I'm going to say it was probably the early 60s, thereabouts, maybe even the late 50s. And they all spend a weekend in this haunted house, and there's a spiral staircase that the screws were loose, and oh my goodness, and the wallpaper was breathing, and you could see faces in the wallpaper, and the banging noises in the hallway, and all this kind of stuff. And I have loved that movie since I was a child. It scared the bejeebus out of me, and it doesn't scare me anymore. Though when I do watch it, I do think that part of me, part of my childhood me, my mini me, I don't know what you would call that inner child in myself. When I do watch it, sometimes I do get a little, even though I know what's going to happen, I get a little oof, because I think I'm watching it as a 63-year-old, but also as like a 5 or 6-year-old. So that was probably my favorite scary movie as a child, or the one that was the most impacting in my, is that the right word? Am I saying the right word? In my life. But if you haven't, I will find the name. I think it's The Haunting. I do think it's The Haunting, because the one that's Something on Haunted Hill, that's with Vincent Price, and it's similar, but it's not the same. The one that I'm talking about is different, and it's all these like 5 people that go to this haunted mansion, and all the things that happen over the weekend. And the guy was the main guy that invited all these people, was just doing research. I don't think he believed in scary stuff, and he was just doing research. So he had like a psychic one that had psychic abilities, and so on and so forth. So it was a good experience. It was scary, when you're a little kid. And black and white movies, I'm just going to throw this out here because I watch Turner Classic Movies all the time. That's my main movie channel that I watch. And there's something about black and white and gray scale movies that I just think, you can do all that, whatever it's GI or whatever that stuff is, that they generate these crazy beautiful things. They're not as scary to me because I know it's fake. Where black and white leaves so much to your imagination because they need to work with shadows. And I'm going to, again, because we're not quite 10 minutes, I want another movie that I highly, highly, highly recommend is The Night of the Hunter. It's with Robert Mitchum. Not a big fan of Robert Mitchum, but he plays a really nice evil person. Shelley Winters is also in it. And there's 2 little kids in there, and the littlest girl's name is Pearl. And I refer to her. You'll probably have seen in other videos that has come up. Charles Lawton, who is the actor that played the original Hunchback of Notre Dame. And he's an amazing actor. If you don't know who Charles Lawton is, he is an amazing, amazing actor. But this particular movie, The Night of the Hunter, is a great storyline, but the black and white cinematography, this is the only movie that Charles Lawton has ever directed. And it is a shame because it is by far my favorite movie, my favorite black and white movie, mainly because of the way Charles Lawton directed it, and the use of shadow, and it is really, if you're a black and white video movie buff, you may have already seen it. If you have not seen that, and it's scary in a weird way because Robert Mitchum is a terrible person in this. He's a creepy guy. And these 2 little kids, and they're tiny. Little Pearl is only a little baby, little 5 years old or whatever. And he is trying to find them. And the woman that is also in there, and I get confused whether it's, oh my, I'm almost 10 minutes. It's escaping me now because I'm time restrained. I never did good with school tests that were timed because I get nervous. But Vivian, she was a great black and white silent movies. Lillian Gish. It's either Lillian Gish or Helen Hayes. One of those two actors. I get them confused because they're similar. So it's either Lillian Gish or Helen Hayes. But anyway, have a scary night. And I'm over 10 minutes. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But I love you guys. Be well. Be spooky. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.